You will not catch me doing as a doctor. This is the third edition. Number one is playing with fireworks, especially after drinking. The 4th of July is a terrible holiday for the hospital. We see just gruesome things. Will not do it. Second is dismissing all forms of complementary or alternative medicine. I do see that there are some doctors who don't give any credit to things like acupuncture, yoga, hypnotherapy. And a lot of times that's because these things just really don't have great evidence. But my policy is to take a more open-minded approach. As long as you can afford it, it's not hurting you or preventing you from getting the medical care that you need, I'm fine. I'm happy for it. And I really do mean that. If a patient comes to me and said, I feel so much better because I started doing this thing, I don't care if the thing is putting crystals out by their bed or waking up every morning and doing a little jig. I'm going to be happy for them. I'm not going to talk shit about it. Number 3, you will not catch me smoking cigarettes. When I went to residency in New York City, I was shocked by how many young people I saw regularly smoking, especially when they went out drinking. And it was such a disconnect because I was going to the hospital every day and seeing people who were dealing with the end stages of chronic diseases directly related to smoking. So now I will just never touch them. 4th, define myself by my perceived limitations. There was a time in my life where I genuinely thought I was bad at science. Years later, I ended up graduating valedictorian from my university with a major in physics and a minor in chemistry. The only thing that changed was I went from having a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, and it made all the difference. I would not be a doctor unless I intentionally developed a growth mindset, and now I honestly believe I can be good at pretty much anything that I want to be good at. And lastly, I would not treat all patients the same regardless of race, sex, or income level. I know that probably sounds weird and jarring, but here's the thing. In healthcare, we strive for equity, not equality. And that means that we address the institutional and systemic barriers that have existed throughout people's entire lives that are actually preventing them from even having the opportunity to live a healthy life. So when patients are experiencing these things due to things like poverty or systemic racism, we have to carefully address those issues and not just treat everyone the exact same. As always, comment with what I'm missing and follow me if you want more.